All right, Shalom. I want to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yabushah, Bahashim, Rakakudash, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and grace and peace to you elect around the four winds, believing and pushing this truth in all sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. This is your fellow servant, Rokoyer, from the GMS Orlando camp, coming at you another impromptu lesson, another in transit lesson. All right, tonight's lesson is entitled, Eyes Are Being Opened. All right, or rather, the eyes of the hopefully elect are being opened. All right, now tonight's lesson is inspired by an encounter that I had today at the plantation with a Jake who I've spoke about a few times in a couple lessons I've done in the past. Jake that works with me. I see him very seldomly, but when I do see him, it's always a spiritual encounter. He's an older Jake, somebody that watches all the camps, and in his instance, he barely watches Great Millstone. He barely watches brothers' videos outside of, since he knows that I'm in the Orlando camp, GMS Orlando camp. He watches some of our videos, and the Elder Manasseh Akbar mainly. That's the only really two GMS camps that he follows. But as I was talking to him today, he was saying, he stopped me. He was like, man, one of the first things that he said to me was, man, I'm starting to see what y'all brothers be saying. And I was like, what you mean? What you mean by that? He was like, man, I'm starting to see what y'all brothers be saying. I watched Elder Manasseh Akbar's video going into the IUIC, congregating with Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam. He's like, what's up with that? It starts to, he said verbatim, it's starting to seem, or I'm starting to see that some people ain't in it for the word itself, and he hit the nail on the head. He spoke on something that brothers speak on very often, through the spirit. The fact that the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is not being glorified amongst these camps, amongst these different camps. Rather gimmicks and gimmicks and self-idolation is being promoted amongst these different Israelite camps, from the doctrines that they teach and the way that they lead their congregation, man. But he hit the nail on the head, something that brothers have been speaking about very often. And it goes back to the scriptures, man. It goes into prophecy, man. All right, one thing came straight to mind was 1 Corinthians 11 and 19. All right, where the Lord said that there must be heresies among us so that those who are proved may be made manifest, roughly paraphrasing. All right, and through the different heresies that have been coming out, all right, the teachers that the Lord has approved through the Spirit, pursuant to Jeremiah 3 and 15, all right, the pastors according to the Lord's heart, all right, are now being approved. All right, they're being approved and they're being seen, all right, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, to the true believers, man. To those who believe in sincerity and in truth. The Lord is being seen. All right, or the Lord's teachers are being seen. Which is a beautiful thing. All right. And it also brings to mind what's that precept? Manifest. Salaki, it slipped my mind, for the moment. It'll come back to me. But, the precept, man, 1 Corinthians 11 and 19. Salaki, you got niggas swerving in the rain. Demons. But it brought to mind 1 Corinthians 11 and 19. Because through the heresies, the true doctrine is able to be seen. And there it is, the water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I was thinking about Ezekiel the 33rd chapter as well. Where the Lord said that, lo, after these things come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. And now we're starting to see these different prophecies come to pass, which is, signaling to the hopefully elect that who the true prophets are among them. For a while, Great Millstone has had the rap of being the armpit of Israel. The no fun camp, the bum camp, or whatever you may call it. But now, as prophecy is starting to unfold in the planet Earth, now the true teachers are being seen and eyes are being opened, man. The Lord is opening up the eyes of his elect through heresies, man, through controversy, so that the truth may be made manifest. And that encounter I had today is a prime example, man. Here it is. You have a Jake that literally watches all the camps. IUIC, ISUPK, Priest of Bach, Lions of Israel, Light of Israel. You got, he watch all those camps. He barely watches GMS. The only two GMS channels he watches are sometimes, our camp videos and the Elder Manasseh Akbar. And he just so happened, to pull me aside today and was like, man, I see what y'all brothers be talking about. And really, it's the Lord. Because the Lord foretold this before it even happened, man. The Lord told us it would be like this in the latter days. The Lord told us that there will be false prophets among us. Wolves in sheep's clothing, leading the Lord's sheep astray. But amongst that, the Lord said he would send forth his true shepherds, man. Those who would feed his flock in sincerity and in truth. Those who would lead his flock to green pastures. And through the Spirit, that's our elders, apostles, a Great Millstone on down. Point blank period, man. That's what's been happening from the get-go. All right? And nothing's changed. And now people are now the eyes are starting to be open. Which lets us know another thing, that the Lord is getting ready to move, man. As the eyes of the hopefully elect are being opened and they're being sealed in their minds with the conviction of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai and his word, it lets us know that we're etching closer to the Lord returning. Because once the elect are sealed, man, it's over with. It's over with. It's over with. And right now, man, eyes are being opened. The word has been preached. All right, the word has been preached. The word has went forth throughout the four corners of the globe. The message has been made clear. All right, a distinction has been made in the sounds. All right, pursuing the 1 Corinthians, the 14th chapter. All right, a distinction has been made in the sounds. We're letting you know of times of war, evil, and pestilence. All right, warning you in the same spirit that the prophets of old were in, pursuing to Jeremiah 28:8. All right, we're coming in that same spirit. All right, warning you of evil, war, pestilence, bad times, which also brings salvation to his elect. All right, those, all right, who are sealed with that thawar, that mark of exemption. All right, those who trust and believe wholeheartedly, in all faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, those are going to be delivered here in these latter days, man. And that's the message of the hopefully elect amongst us, man. And, but I want to quote that precept one more time. 1 Corinthians 11 and 19. All right. But there must be first heresies among us. All right. So that those who are approved may be made manifest. All right. And those who are approved to teach this word in sincerity and in truth are being made manifest through heresy, through controversy. All right. Through the different inner workings of this journey of ours, of the truth of ours, man. People are starting to see the weird movements that these different Israelite camps are doing, man. Why the hell are you linking up with the Nation of Islam? Why are you tying yourself together, with a known DTERRIST group. I spelled that wrong, but you get what I'm saying. All right, why are you linking yourself to that type of group? You know, why, when you go into the files of your organization, you know, it says that you're a Muslim group. You're classified as a Muslim group. You know, why are you organizing these different marches? You know, getting permits from the city. Why are you now starting to teach these different heresies such as hell and the Lord's name is whatever you call them? You know, why are these different things coming out? It's starting to look shady to the hopefully elect, which is good. You know, which is the purpose of controversy, which is why it's the purpose of why the Lord has the preachers of the 2/3, to bring forth those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. You know, who may not have you know, necessarily seen through the BS from the get-go, but now that things are being made clear, now that the Lord is separating his light from the darkness with an adamant, you know, now things are being made clear cut and dry, who the Lord is truly dealing with and who he's not, you know. But with that being said, that's all I have, Lord. When it's edifying unto you elect, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Makakodash, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Grace and peace to you elect around the four winds, believing and pushing this truth in all sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Shalom. Stay up. Shalom to Yakim on the comment board. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Makakodash, Barakatham. Shalom.